I don't even know if I have to introduce you guys. I think everybody kind of knows who you are. Ray Lewis, Brett Favre, Andre Reed, and of course, one guy stands out more than anybody else, Tim Brown, because he's not verified on Instagram. Tim, can you explain why you're not verified on Instagram? Because we're curious.
I guess I have never taken the time to do it, I guess. I'm going to have it done before we're done with this, right? I'm going to have my daughter do it right now.
Tim, we got to get you into this. We got to get you into the TikTok dances. We got to get you going again.
Oh, no.
All right?
No. We don't do TikToks around here, bro.
You don't do TikToks around here? All right. Well, anyways, so for anybody joining us that just joined the stream, first and foremost, Cameo Cares to host this show. Big thanks to them. They've been running this 3-day event raising money to benefit those affected by COVID-19. So thanking each and every one of you guys for coming in and doing that. I think the goal of this whole thing is to raise as much money as we can, correct?
Yes.
Sir.
And by doing that, you can donate by clicking the link in the description or by going to cameo.com, where all purchases will support COVID-19 relief efforts. So that's just I want to put out there real fast. And I think the more money we raise, the better chance we have of Tim getting verified on Instagram. So, guys, we thought of a little game here real quick. You guys talk football all the time, right?
24/7, man, it seems like.
24/7. We want to take you out of that. We thought, how can we make this fun? How can we put you guys in the spot, make you feel a little bit uncomfortable, bust your chops a little bit? So we're playing a game where there's going to be 10 questions. We're going to spin a wheel. Whoever it lands on must answer the questions. No excuses. You can't – what is this rated, PG-13? You can't puss out of this. Okay?
Deal.
Good to go, brother. Good to go.
Deal.
Lewis, you're in?
Deal.
All right. Scotty, without further ado, let's start the game. Spin the wheel. Here we go. And I think you guys can see it on here. We're sharing it on the wheel. And here we go. Spin the wheel, Scotty. First question. Can you see it?
Why should it be me first? Oh, Brett.
Brett Favre.
Wait a minute. Y'all got my name spelled wrong.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Favre.
Hey, what do you mean we spelled your name wrong?
It's Favre.
Hey.
Oh, my goodness.
Shit. We can't fix it. The wheel is stuck forever.
I'm not answering shit now.
Fix his name. Somebody fix his name. I have Favre.
All right. Fire a question at me. Let's go.
All right, here we go. First question for Brett Favre. Mr. Favre, there is a group of extremely good football players in this room tonight. You must answer the question. Gun to your head, who out of this group would you select as a teammate? The wheel landed on you, Brett.
Yeah, I can't pick Tim or Andre because that would leave the other one out. Both of them are Hall of Fame receivers. I got to go with Ray Lewis.
Wow, shots fired at Tim and Andre.
No, that's cool, man. No, that's props to them two.
Bro, you're a match already. Come on, Bob.
This is great. I never thought we'd have this amount of drama in this room amongst Hall of Famers. Tim, how does that make you feel?
Wonderful. Defense wins championship, they tell me. So he's a smart man.
Ray, how does it feel to have Brett choose you as a winner?
First of all, if anybody knew our history, I was supposed to be selected in Green Bay in 1996 at the 27th pick of the draft. So there was we almost ended up playing together. But anytime the legend can pick me, I'll pick it over Andre. I love it.
Well, wait a minute. You almost were playing with us in '96.
In 1996, I was on the phone with you guys at the 27th pick.
Get out.
Imagine that, how good we could have been. You and Reggie.
I don't know who missed the boat there, but my goal is to get a little bit of the feathers ruffled here between the four of you. That's my goal. You guys just take it from here. All right, so let's spin the wheel again. Question number 2, who's it going to land on? We fixed your name. Oh, we didn't fix his name yet. All right, question 2, spin the wheel. Tim Brown! The only man who is not verified on Instagram and has a picture of a Heisman Trophy behind him somewhere. There it is.
Oh, man.
Tim, real quick, can you take this?
It's a new house. I don't know what's on the wall here.
Tim, can you take us through how that picture was taken?
So years ago, I think it was for my book back in 2014, 15. They wanted me to take a bunch of pictures with the Heisman and all that kind of stuff. So you know,
that's just a very unique picture. You're basically making love to that thing.
Yeah. There's another one out there that's pretty cool. I actually tossed the football up, and the lady got a picture of the Wilson in the NFL like perfectly. It's like it was, you know, stuck in air or something. It's pretty cool.
Well, we got to see it, Tim.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry?
Well, we got to see it. Come on, see. Can you move your technology so we can see it?
Oh, yeah.
Brett, that's a big ask, Brett. That's a big ask for Tim Brown.
Yeah, he might get disconnected right here.
He's struggling on social. Brett is basically – Brett's coming in live from the moon. We don't even know – I mean, Tim, excuse me.
What are you talking about, bro? I'm right here.
Tim, I'm staring at your abs.
All right, here. Oh. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, that came out pretty good.
All right, Brown, here we go. You got the question. Ball's in your court.
That was my question.
No. That was a prepper. That was a prepper.
Oh, okay, all right. Let's
In
go.
the game you were benched and have to pick one of these players to fill your spot. So somebody has to play the position that you played, which I'm pretty sure you know what that is. Who would you choose and why?
That's easy.
Ray,
that's
quiet.
easy
This
for
is
me.
not
Thank
your
you.
question, Ray. Pipe down. Come on.
Well, look, you know, Andre and I were very similar players. You know, we were guys who loved to catch the ball and run with the ball after the catch. So, I mean, I think if he came in for me, people would be like, he's a little lighter colored, but other than that, it looks like the same guy. So,
The final answer is who?
Andre Reed.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. Brett Favre has still not been chosen. Just so
Can you
everybody
believe
knows.
he wouldn't pick me to play receiver?
I mean,
That's probably a smart move.
all right, let's bring the wheel back here. Question 3, well done. Spin that wheel. Here we go. Who's next? Oh, my goodness. Well. Mr. Ray Lewis.
Y'all got that wheel set up.
We have the wheel set up.
The damn wheel stopped spinning halfway through.
Ray, quiet. All right? Come on, quiet. We know what we're doing over here. Nothing fishy going on.
All right.
Ray, I got to ask you, who is most likely, and I don't think it's Brown, who is most likely to be awake at 2 a.m. doing a TikTok dance?
Really?
Yeah, really. What do you think? I'm coming here with NFL stats? Everybody asks.
Nah. Wow. Who would be up doing a TikTok dance? I don't think nobody on here. Maybe.
You have a gun. You got a gun to your head. You got to pick.
I gotta pick one though. You know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Brett.
Oh, of course it's Favre.
20 years ago, Ray, you would have been dead on. Maybe 4 a.m. doing a TikTok, but I'm thinking Andre.
Andre, yeah, that's a no-brainer. That's Andre all day.
Hey, believe it or not, I'm verified on TikTok. So
Andre is way ahead of the curve here. Andre is way ahead of the curve.
hey, I have
No,
a
it's not Andre. It's not Andre. It's the lady with Andre.
All right, so now I have to ask you this. I want to keep this open to the floor here to all you guys.
Awesome,
Have
man.
any of you guys, and I think that Ray Lewis, based on his track record of dancing around while you were playing football and celebrations, I think you would kill it on TikTok. You would
no
murder on
question.
TikTok.
No question.
So I think Ray Lewis would be the most likely to use TikTok if I had to pick one there. But Brett, what's up with the hair? Did you do anything on social media with the dyeing of the hair?
Yeah, so like last week, of course, we've been going a little stir crazy. I go outside the house, I come back in. I go outside the house, I come back in. Occasionally, I go to the grocery store. So my daughter, we were talking about doing the TikTok, which we did. And she didn't want to post it because I dance way too bad. And I said, well, let's color my hair. What the heck? She said, really? And I said, yeah, why not? So we colored it, I think orange. I'm not even sure what color it is.
Yeah, no, we noticed that. We can see that, Brett. We're good. We can see that. And Ray, I think that confirms that you made the right choice, that Brett Favre is the most likely to be doing TikTok dances at 2 a.m. You're Reed. Reed, you're saved. Favre is up at 2 a.m. every night doing TikTok dances. We lost Ray. All right, he's back. All right, spin the wheel again. Question 4. Here we go. And by the way, I swear to you, this is an equal chance. Like, anybody could be landed on here.
I'm betting Andre
Yeah, I
gets
bet it
picked.
is.
I'll bet you right now. How much you want to bet? You want to make a bet? I'll bet you $500 for the cameo.
Well, now you're just going to stop on someone else.
Right.
That's not, we don't have that technology. I run a 3-man operation here. I'm not like you guys. I don't got 60 people working for me, you know? All right, here we go. Spin the wheel. Question 4.
I knew it.
Oh, wow. How did that happen?
Ray Reed.
Hey, you would have got 500. That's for sure.
Tell you what, bad deal, Brett. Bad deal. You could have had 500.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we made a bet. You just didn't pay attention to it. You're probably. All right, so question. Here we go. You got to be quarantined, Mr. Reed, right? Andre, you there? Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm just waiting for a response.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you good? Ray's killing it with the TikTok dance. Favre. I mean, Ray buried Favre there. Favre just came loose and just had to just reveal all his secrets there. We got him. All right, Reed, you have to be quarantined with one person from this group. Brown, Lewis, or Favre?
Oh, that's easy.
All right, I won't even finish the question.
No disrespect to my wide receiver boy, my wide receiver butt, Tim Brown. Ray. I'm going with Brett Favre because I think Brett would have more stories.
Oh, ain't no question.
Ray would have the stories, but they might get boring after a while.
Plus, Ray would have you working out.
I'm going to go with Brett.
Ray, how you both working out?
Yeah, you'd be working out with Ray.
Ray would be giving you motivational speeches.
Absolutely.
I just came out the gym, so we will still be working out every day.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You'll be eating green stuff and drinking.
As far as the stories go, I got to go with the guy from Mississippi, man. I got to go with
I got some stories.
Yeah, you got plenty of them.
All right. I mean, I don't know. Shit hits the fan. Can Favre protect you as much as Lewis can? I don't know.
No, I don't know.
I don't know. I might go with Ray on that one.
All right, so here we go. Let's bring the wheel back here. Let's keep it moving. And by the way, guys, let's take a quick thing. Anybody that wants to donate, remember this is for a good cause here, and we're doing this. The link is in the description or by going to cameo.com. All purchases support COVID-19 relief efforts. Once again, we thank Cameo, thank Favre, Reed, Brown, Ray, everybody in here. We're all putting in what we can to try and move this world forward in a positive way here, as obviously none of us somewhat know what's going on right now, but we got to try and day by day roll through this thing, the quarantine, everything going on. So back to the question. Spin the wheel, Scotty.
I just told you, man. I'm telling you, this thing is ring is hood.
Lewis, are you ready?
Yeah, man. Let's go.
We're going to go a little bit PG-13, R-rated here.
All right.
Who is more likely to go on a 3-day bender on this group?
Ooh.
Drinking, partying, and having fun.
Oh, that's an easy one.
Oh, that's easy. Brett.
Who?
Again, 20 years ago, he would have been right. You know Andre's a bender.
Hey,
I'm your guy right now.
20 years ago was me too. So yeah. Hey, when you play in Buffalo, you got to figure out things to do.
Yeah, you got to bend it a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, so hold on. Lewis, your answer is most likely to go on a 3-day bender. We're sure we're going to probably be getting a call from Favre's agents any minute now, but it is Brett Favre.
Yeah.
All right, this is for a good cause, Brett. Relax, all right? It's for a good cause.
That's why he's in that room in the dark. There you go.
Are you in like Ted Bundy's basement? Where are you over there?
Yeah. I'm in a little small shack in the woods.
Man, oh man. All right. So that's good. Next question. We're almost done here, boys. We're almost done.
I wonder who this is going to be.
Right.
Why don't you take a guess?
Tim Brown.
You're going Tim Brown? All right, spin the wheel.
I'm going with Tim.
Spin the wheel here, the wheel of doom, we call it. Lewis again.
Yeah.
Hey, Lewis
Lewis
again.
again. You see that, Ray? You start talking shit, the wheel can work against you. Wheel can work against you, Ray.
Shut up, man.
Yeah, that was
Shut up, man.
Is this, are we allowed to swear?
No,
You already did.
All right,
Come on,
don't.
man.
All right, I'll say it. I don't care. It's for a good cause. Ray, don't fuck with the wheel. All right, that's it. Here we go. Next
Come on, you're
question.
documentary, man.
Ray, who is the better NBA player? LeBron James or Michael Jordan?
Ooh.
Tough one.
Tim, we didn't ask for an ooh. This is on Ray. Tim, we'll get to you in a
My
minute,
bad.
okay?
My bad.
Yeah, man, that's not a ooh. They're listen. Those two guys are, first of all, they're very special. But what I saw as a kid, what I saw Michael Jordan do with the game of basketball is, I mean, you would run home just to see him play in a regular game, a game that didn't mean nothing. You know, like he was just, he changed everything. And but what LeBron is doing is absolutely amazing. But I'm telling you, MJ is that dude. It's gonna be MJ all day.
So MJ is your final answer, Ray?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, let's open up to the floor. Reed, what do you think?
I'm just like Ray, man. I'm an old school guy, even though what LeBron has done is phenomenal. Everybody talks about their championships and things of that nature. They're both, I think they both make their teammates better. I think Michael Jordan had more talent around him with Scottie, those other guys. LeBron, I think what he did a couple years ago took Cleveland to the championship. But I give Michael just a slight edge.
Everybody's bashing LeBron. Tim Brown, you want to put it on there? You want to put in your input here?
Yeah, I think because of the era that we grew up in, man, it's hard to envision anybody being better than Michael Jordan. I bought an NBA pass just so out in California. By the time I got home to practice, he was playing someplace, and I was watching him play every game I could. So I hadn't found myself doing that for LeBron. I think LeBron is incredibly talented. And obviously, he's one of the best to ever play the game. But if you ask me who I think is the best, I don't think there'll ever be a player I think is going to be better than Michael Jordan. So.
And now we're going to go on to our final opinion here. Man who's known for his he's about to blow up on TikTok. Brett, what's your take on this?
That's easy. Michael Jordan. Mr. Clutch, man. That dude, when he had when he had the ball, it was over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's no debate. I think Game 7, 10 seconds left. One guy's going to put the ball in the basket.
And he's going to make it. He's going to make it every time.
He's going to make it. All right, spin the wheel. Let's go. We're almost done here, boys.
Now watch it be me again. See what I'm saying?
Now that was a good question.
Again.
That was a
There
great
we go.
question.
Yeah.
Watch it be me again.
Reed is back in the house. Andre. The good news is, in the meantime, since we're not focusing on Favre, he can go and do some Wrangler jeans commercials while we're waiting. All right, here we go. Question is, if you could receive a cameo, because we're going to keep it on point here, from anyone in the world, who would you choose?
Well, it's a good question.
Great question.
That's a great question.
And there's so many. I mean, gosh.
Yeah, but there's not so many, Andre. You got to pick one. That's the point of the game.
Okay. Does he have to be dead or alive?
I mean, we were to bring somebody back from the dead to do a cameo? No, realistic. It's got to be alive. We're not going to go digging through graves. No. Alive, Andre. Alive.
Alive.
Yeah.
Man, cameo. I really don't know. I don't have
Come on,
anything.
Dre.
What are you doing in the show right now, Andre? What are you doing right now? You're saying you don't know?
I don't. Gosh.
And we're not letting you panic away from this. You have to give us an answer.
Okay. I'm going to go with Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos. Interesting one. And what would the cameo look like with Jeff Bezos? What would you want him to say to you?
Hey, a whole bunch of Amazon boxes with a lot of good stuff in it.
All right, cool. So it would be like, hey, this is Jeff. Andre, we just sent you a whole lot of Amazon gift boxes. Enjoy it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's as easy as I can get. Bezos.
Interesting choice, Andre. All right. Favre, who would you have?
I don't know. Maybe Tom Hanks.
That's my guy. That is my thing as well. Boom.
Yeah. Tom's like, he's the Michael Jordan in movies to me. I'll go see anything Tom Hanks is in, regardless of reviews, just because he's in it.
Well, in every movie he's in, his reviews are unbelievable. Catch Me If You Can is a movie you never get sick of watching.
And look, Castaway. He's
Castaway,
talking to a ball, and you go, how good can this movie be? But it was great. I mean, I'll watch it over and over again.
Tom Hanks is the best. DiCaprio too. We're not going to get into this too deep, but yeah. Ray, who you going with? One
How
cameo.
if the question landed on somebody's name, how you gonna ask everybody the same?
Ray, because guess what, Ray? Let me tell you why, Ray. Because Ray, listen. All right, you're right. I am diverting from the original game plan. All right, I'm calling a. What do you guys call that in football?
It's called an audible.
Well, I'm fucking audibling. I don't care all my language. All right, I'm audibling, Ray. And with that audible, I'm going to ask you, Ray Lewis, who is your cameo?
If you want my real cameo in the time that we dealing with right now,
I want your fake cameo. I want your real one, of course.
my real cameo right now, Tim will agree with me, is Jesus himself.
All right. Well, I don't know if I can arrange that, Ray.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
would
think I
be
can
good.
arrange Jesus.
I'll be second line on that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we got hey, real quickly.
A whole new level.
Hey, what an interesting group. Jeff Bezos, Tom Hanks, and Jesus Christ. Good. All right, we're good.
Wait a minute. What's Andre? So what? Who's Tim picked?
Tim said Jesus.
I'm gonna do the opposite since Ray brought in Jesus. I'm gonna bring it.
The devil? The devil? Don't bring the devil into this. Like we have Hanks, the devil, Jesus.
Just because my kids are huge. Andre knows my oldest son would do anything in the world for this lady. I'm gonna say Beyonce.
Jesus. Again, the list gets more complicated. I'm pretty sure we can find a way to maybe get 3 out of 4. I don't think Jesus is realistic to find. I mean, his time is precious.
Jesus can answer us anytime we get ready. Trust me.
Or if you need a cameo from Ray Lewis, just call. I mean, from Jesus, call Ray. I guess. I don't know. I can't help you with that.
Hey, I want you guys to know that my Instagram verification just got submitted. All right.
Yes.
We're on our way.
Yes, hey Tim, guess who did that?
No, my daughter's working on it. I think, bro.
Andre tried to take credit, being like, "I got my people on it," and Tim blocks him off and goes, "My daughter got it." All right, next question. Spin the wheel. 2 more questions, guys, and then you're free to go do whatever you're doing during quarantine. Who's it going to land on as a question?
Yeah. Who is it going to
Yeah, Ray.
Yeah,
I'm telling you this rigged, man. I'm telling you this rigged.
Ray, I swear, with this, I'll explain how the wheel works. We are allowed to implement like what the percentages is of landing on, right? The likelihood of them. We set it all at 25% each. So, just
Ray, you got a high percentage, brother. You got a high percentage.
That's the same thing they said when the lights went off in New Orleans. That it was
Are you bringing smoke into this game show here, Ray?
He said it was somebody else's fault, man. Come on, man. Let's go. What's the question?
Ray Lewis. Well, my next question was, and it actually falls into what we were just talking about, is who has the best chance to get Tim Brown verified on Instagram?
you can go to the next question. That's a done deal. Go to the next question.
Yeah. Give us another, because that's Andre Reed. Andre got Tim.
Yeah, I know, but Ray, the problem is, like, I didn't really prepare for this, bro. I know I had 4 Hall of Famers, but my style is I don't really prepare for anything, and I just got 10 questions. So, like, I ain't prepared for another question, bro. All right, you ready? All right, here, I'll give you the backup emergency question, but you can't pivot away from this.
Oh, man.
And you're gonna be mad, guys. Where was your least favorite place to play against on the road? 1. Don't give me this debate.
Least favorite place to play just because you hated it?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know. Brett, what you say?
Nope. Rule infraction. You cannot pass it off to Favre.
Mine was
You
Minnesota.
said all these audibles happening. You audibling, you asking questions, man.
All right, you audible to Favre. Favre, what's your thing?
I hated playing against Minnesota. We couldn't block them. They were too fast. And it was loud.
Minnesota was loud.
Yeah.
Brown,
Yeah.
where was the loudest place you ever played? A place you didn't like to play?
Kansas City. Played there
Yeah.
16, 17 times, and we lost, I think, 14 times there. So.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Loud
Reed?
place.
Reed?
I hated Pittsburgh.
No, I said Reed. You already passed your question, Ram. Come back to you.
I did not
Pass. You passed the far.
I get to come back and answer it.
You get to come back. I know. I'm giving you time to think. I'm bailing you out, Ray. Reed, what do you got?
The loudest place besides Kansas City to me was the old King Dome in Seattle.
Oh yeah.
So Seattle, Kansas City, Minnesota. Now we'll pass it off to, apparently Ray Lewis was supposed to answer the question, but go ahead.
Pittsburgh. I just hated playing there.
All right.
I actually loved playing. I just hated the stadium. I hated the whole environment.
Well, then how good does it make you feel when you're playing in Pittsburgh and some running back is coming across the middle who plays for the Pittsburgh Steelers and you just fucking light them up, fumble, knock the ball loose? Is that the best feeling in the world where you play?
Man, that's why them Steelers fans don't like me now.
All right. Final question, guys. We have to ask one thing because the audience wants the question.
Okay.
Oh, my God. This is like a real football question? I was having too much fun. All right, here we go, boys. What advice do you have? We'll start with every one of you. Favre, Brown, Lewis, Reed. We'll go in that order. What advice do you have for the rookies entering this year's draft, Brett? Especially those players who didn't have a chance to participate in the pro days.
How do you put it? Take it serious, work your ass off, study, prepare. There's too much other stuff going on these days that preoccupy these guys. It's serious. Take it serious from day one.
I like it. All right, Tim?
Yeah, I think Brett is exactly right, man. There's so much going on. If you don't focus on what your job is, then 4 years from now, you'll be looking for another job. You'll get this first 4 years in, but after that, it's going to be really tough, man. And, nowadays, when you come into the league, man, you have to love the game because there's so much money. If you're doing this for the money, you come in there getting $25, $30 million contracts on your first contract, you're not going to focus. You're not going to do what you're supposed to do, man. So you got to love the game. You got to love what you're doing. And, I think like Brett said, I can't imagine what we would have done if we would have had social media back in the day. I think for some of us it would have been great, and for others maybe not. But with all that on top of your head and trying to play great football, that could be very difficult.
It is a funny line of with social media. I think to answer your question, it would have led to a lot bigger brand endorsement deals with all the social media stuff going on. Ray, what do you think?
Yeah, look, man, I'm gonna definitely second everything Brett and Tim said because listen, everybody on this phone call right now, we didn't have a plan B.
That's right.
Yeah, we have one.
Right.
We have one.
I had to use one of those the other night with the. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, and that's the thing that a lot of kids nowadays, they're so distracted by what I can buy, right? Everybody on this phone call, it was never. I guarantee you, each one of them, it was never about what they can buy. It was about who they can compete against. If you're the best, then I want to challenge the best. And I want to go out every day and do that. I just told my son and his friend that. I said, can you imagine if I was playing right now and had this much time in isolation? Do you know the type of person I will be when I come out of that? I'm working out 3 times right now, and I'm 44 years old, and I've been retired almost 10 years. Because this is the greatest listen, we will never get this chance again. That's a fact, right? We will never see this ever again in life. And everybody on this phone call, I guarantee you they can agree with me about one thing. Most of us didn't have 3 TV channels. Most of us didn't have a cooked meal every night of the week. Most of us didn't have proper cleats and the proper clothes. But man, we had something inside of us that was so freaking incredible that we will die before you beat us.
True.
I had a video go viral out of nowhere, and that's how I got my success. But for the rest of you, I will say, yeah, probably. For you guys, definitely. Yeah, probably. Ray, I'm going to be honest with you. Didn't have all that. You know, I had a lucky video, but thank you for that. Reed, what do we got? After the 30 for 30 documentary by Ray Lewis there, whatever that was.
Dude, let me tell you. I think these kids nowadays. I think these kids nowadays got to realize the hype. You know, with just what these guys said about social media and everybody after them, and before you even take a snap or make a tackle or throw a ball or catch one, you gotta put what hype is in perspective. Because you can believe your own hype, but once you get out there, just like Ray said, once you get out there, what you got in here that's going to develop to a point where that hype is going to be fulfilled. And nowadays, they're already hyped before they even do anything. With money, with social media, with this, with that. You better take care of what you need to in here first.
Andre, it's called clout. It's called clout. It's called clout.
Yeah. This is going to be the main thing of you staying or getting on out. The bottom line. And all three of these guys are Hall of Famers because this was better than another player.
I like it.
Put that at the forefront of what they did for a living. That's why they're Hall of Famers.
I'll tell you what. All right. Pretty good answers, guys. Pretty good. Pretty good. All right. We're going to end this off right now. I know that we've hopefully, once again, to remind everybody to donate at cameo.com. All proceeds go to relief efforts for COVID-19. Last question, and gentlemen, we're going to end on a little fun one because you guys are out of the league. You don't have to be so buttoned up, but I want to know everybody's cocktail of choice before we go during the quarantine. We're going to start with Reed, Lewis, Brown, then Favre. Reed, cocktail of choice during the quarantine.
Well, right now, I've been sober for the last 3.5 months. So I have stopped drinking, and that was because the man upstairs had said, wanted me to, and I'm, doing that. And
good for you.
My drink of choice really right now is some Red Bull, some stuff mixed in there, some berries and some fruit in there. So, that's what I'm drinking.
Good for you. Good for you. I did 60 days no drinking challenge with Michael Rubin and Christian McCaffrey, and it was a horror show, but we're good. All right, Lewis, what's your drink of choice? You got one cocktail to have during the quarantine. What is it?
Yeah, man, I ain't had a drink in so long. It's crazy.
Terrible question to ask tonight. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, you got the wrong question for this group, I believe.
It's a good question because, look, I right before this quarantine thing started, man, I started training because I'm honestly, and everybody on this phone know this, right? It's like I would never stop chasing a better me. So this drink every day that I actually stir up now is broccoli, asparagus.
Jesus Christmas. Come on, Ray.
Oh my gosh. I mean, if I had the picture right now.
I get it, Ray. I get it. But I mean, I'm saying you have to choose a drink. If you had to have one, it could be a Bud Light. Just say Bud Light.
Hey, Bob. Okay,
hey, give
Bob.
me one drink, Ray. One
Bob,
drink. Make it up.
Hey, Bob, I'm going to give you my drinking choice. Back in the day, I used to drink Crown and Coke. That was like my drink.
Crown and Coke. Boom. Answer locked in.
I wouldn't touch nothing. I wouldn't touch nothing but if I was to touch any drink, I wouldn't touch nothing but tequila.
Boom. All right. What kind of tequila are we talking?
You imagine Ray on tequila? Wow.
You know what? I'm realizing this is like a reverse AA class that I'm constructing here. This is like reverse AA. I'm like, bring everybody in who wants to stop drinking, and I'm bringing them all back in.
All right, Brad. Tell us, bro. Come on, man. You probably got it right there with you now. You got to tell us.
TV, what do you got? We go TV then Favre. Favre, we're saving you there. TV, what do you got?
I bet Tim's a red wine guy.
Oh, you talking to me? Oh, I thought it was Brett. No. Hey, guys, I had literally never had a drink in my life. So I haven't had a beer. I haven't had wine, nothing. I literally never had a drink in my life. My dad was an alcoholic growing up, man, scared me to death. And I just vowed to never have a drink, and I've never had a drink in my life, man. So
right.
That's amazing.
Arnold Palmer is my drink of choice.
Yep.
Arnold Palmer. All right, good. Favre, take the floor.
Yeah, I'm gonna
mess it all up, Brett. Just mess it up. Hey, mess it up.
Brett's like 7 tequila shots, 17 shots of this. What do you got, Brett?
98, I quit drinking. So since then, I would say water, Coke, or an Arnold Palmer. I like those. Those are really good.
Sir.
I'm boring now.
I don't know. You guys realize you're not in the league anymore? You can, I mean,
pre 98. Pre-98, it was whatever. Didn't matter.
All right. So
Yeah.
awesome. Good answers, guys. Good
You
stuff.
gotta tell us your drink.
I have a little whiskey ginger ale. Now, I just did 60 days. I made a bet with Michael Rubin and Christian McCaffrey. If I did 60 days sober, Christian would have to mention me in 3 NFL interviews next season, and Michael Rubin would have to give $50,000 to St. Jude's with kids with cancer. So it was the hardest thing in the world, but I did 60 days, blew them both out of the water, and now Christian has to mention me 3 times in the NFL.
Oh man.
And Michael's got to donate $50,000 for kids with cancer with St. Jude. So.
Wow. Awesome.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
And also, I'm back though. I'm back drinking again. I'm having some fun. So. All right, guys. I can't thank you enough. You guys are the best at what you did. Cameo. Appreciate you having me on here. These guys on here, obviously raising money for a good cause. We're in quarantine here. Nobody knows what's going on, but we're day by day we'll try and figure this out. And you guys are amazing people. And
You know what, man? It's good to see my Hall of Fame. It's good to see my Hall of Fame brothers, man, doing good things, doing great stuff. We only get to see each other maybe once a year, twice a year. Definitely in Canton. If there isn't even going to be Canton this year, we don't even know that yet.
Yeah.
But it's always good to see these guys because I respect them as players, but I respect them as people more and what they're doing. And we're all trying to be examples for the next generation, man. And with this COVID-19 going on, it's really believe it or not, it's a positive in a kind of way where people really got to look at themselves and not only take care of themselves, but take care of their families, take care of everything that means something to you, because it is no joke. And these guys know this thing ain't no joke, man. Every time I look at the news, somebody's dying from this thing.
Yeah.
So doing this for the COVID relief fund, I think it's awesome, man. So
100%.
Good
All right,
work,
boys.
Greg.
Well,
right,
pleasure.